Thanksgiving is almost here. Hard to believe, but it's true. And so our project today is called a gratitude tree. And it is both an art project, but also an opportunity for us to reflect on the things that we are grateful for in our lives. So I've provided you with a pre-drawn tree. Kept it simple. We're going to watercolor. But before we do that, we are going to, I'm going to use a thicker Sharpie. You may use a skinny Sharpie if you would like. And we're going to be doing some writing. I'm going to use the skinnier Sharpie for that. Okay. So you've got your tree already, and you'll go over it with your Sharpie eventually. But what we want to do is we want to make nice size leaves. Okay, just a simple leaf shape, and we want to make them bigger so that we can write some words in them easily. So we're going to have some of them coming in. And so have them pointing in different ways. Okay. Try not to run into each other with them. I'm going to do my last two down here. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause the video, and now that you've got your leaves drawn, I want you to go over them with your Sharpie, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is watercolor the tree. And again, you may decide to use either the tube watercolors or your set of cake watercolors. That is up to you. I'm going to put a little bit of lighter brown here and a little bit of darker brown so we can work on some shadows. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put water on our brush. And we're going to apply the lighter brown. Add a little bit of water as you need it. I think down here I can pick up a bigger brush because I've got a little more space to paint. The tree doesn't have to all be one color, the same color, excuse me. You can have some variations in brown, because if you look at a natural tree, that's what it will be. You can put in the texture of the bark if you would like. Okay. I'm going to add some of the darker brown. So we have to think about where shadows are going to be. Okay, so the underside, there's going to be some shadows, right? There's going to be some here. So you can go back and kind of blend those shadows. I'm going to put some here. And then some down at the ground. Okay, clean out your brush, and now we're going to do our leaves in different fall colors. So I'm going to get my orange and let's see. Now I know for our last project I had gold out, and I wonder what happened to it. Well, it'll surface at some point, and I'll just use a couple of different, I can use some yellow, maybe a little bit of red. So I'm going to put all of these out. Just a little bit, because we don't have that many leaves. Now we don't want these to be too dark because we do want our words to show up. And so we'll sort of randomly move around to the different leaves and paint them. So when you're painting your leaves, you want to think a little bit about balance. So I've got some red here, and so I want to balance it out by putting some red on the other side. Make this a little bit darker. And then I'm going to add a little more yellow to this to get a dark color but a little oranger. Okay, so you want to let this dry, and while you're letting it dry, I want you to come up, you can either write them down, or I want you to come up with a list of things that you are thankful for. Okay, so when you're done with it drying, I want you to clean up your pencil lines. We're not going to paint the background. So it looks like I've got some dirty hands. I needed to wash those. And then we're going to take our Sharpie, our thin Sharpie, and start writing words and phrases of things that we're thankful for in our lives. So I've written my animal family, my farm and safe shelter, my close friends. I'm thankful for the role of art in my life. Thankful for my health during a pandemic. I'm thankful for the positive energy that God's given me. I'm thankful for all of my students, which includes you. I am thankful for the abundance in my life, not just money, but experiences and people and that sort of thing. One more. I am thankful that I can help others. Okay. So sometimes we need to be reminded of the blessings in our lives. And so if you want to, after you're done with this, you can put this up somewhere just to remind yourself when maybe you're feeling low or had a not so great day, that there really are very positive things and blessings in your life. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you. And I'll see you during the next lesson.